Hello, Jessica Sanchez here with another Second Life tutorial. And previously we learned about the Edit tab and the different features provided there and how to build. But there are also some additional tools or additional options that would be handy to know so that it'll help you in your building process to be more efficient. In this tutorial we're going to be covering linking objects, editing linked objects, duplicating objects, and the importance of camera controls. So notice that I've created this fountain here, and this fountain, if I right click on edit it, is composed of three different parts: the water, the cylinder that's hollowed out, and there's actually something in the bottom, which is the floor of the fountain base. And if I decided to move some items, you'll notice that if I try to move my object, the water stays behind and the base stays behind. So I'm going to click on Build and Undo. If I select both the wall of the fountain and the water and I move it, notice the base stays behind. So how do we link them? So to link them, it's really simple. You're going to either, when you open up the edit window, you can either highlight to drag to select all items, or if you select one item, hold the Shift key and then select the other items. The reason why I drag to highlight this whole area is so that I make sure to grab the base. So you notice the base is also grabbed because it doesn't stay behind. Now to link it, I can either press Link on the edit window once I selected everything, or I can select Build and then select Link. So it's up to you which one you'd like to choose. So now my object is linked. So now if I select one item, I'm actually selecting all items. And you're going to notice now that in the edit window, it actually says one object selected, but land impact 3, because it's composed of 3 prims. Now that I've selected my object, how would I go about editing a specific item? For example, if I wanted to edit the water, I may say I want to change the water to a different texture. Well, it's really simple. Select Edit Linked from the edit window, then select the object or prim you want to focus on or edit. And so here I said I want to change the texture, so I'm going to go ahead and click on Texture tab, select the texture window, and I can choose another texture to see which ones I like. So if I like this one, I'm going to go ahead and click OK, and I can close the window. And so that allows you to edit the window, edit a specific linked item. When you're editing a linked item, make sure to uncheck it that way, because if you say we're editing an item, say the water, and then you accidentally forget that you have it checked, what happens if you move it? Only that item moves. So you want to make sure that you don't do that. You uncheck the edit linked option and then you can move it. And remember, good practice, change the name of your object. So I changed my name, so that way when I take it up to my inventory, I can see it there. Alright, so I've shown you how to link an object and how to edit a linked object. How about duplicating the object? So what if my exhibit or my whatever I'm building requires 2 fountains and I want to create a copy of this? Well, it's really simple. I'm going to right click and edit. I'm going to make sure I'm in move mode. Now, I'm going to hold down the Shift key, and then I'm going to touch either the red arrow to move it to the left, or if I wanted to hold it and make a copy again, but move it in front of me, hold the Shift key, touch the green arrow, and drag it in front of me, and there, I've made another copy of it. Or if I want to move it up, I hold the Shift key, and click and drag the blue arrow, so now it moves it to the top. I'm going to go ahead and delete these items because I don't need them. So what I'm doing to delete them is I'm making sure edit mode is on, and I just select the object that I want to delete and just press delete. And so here's my frame that I want to work with right here. How do I take back an object? So that I have it here and I want to take it to my inventory. I already named it, so I'm not going to confuse it with something else. Well, all I do is right click and select Take, and it goes to my inventory in the Objects folder. So if I go to my inventory, I'm going to open up my objects folder, and there I see it. These other folders you won't see because I've created these to put items in there, so it's just for me to organize my objects. Importance of camera controls. While you're building, it's important to be able to use your camera controls to ensure items are aligned as they should be. So here, I'm going to quickly create a cone to explain further the importance of camera controls. So I've got my cone, and now I need to move my ice cream to the top of it. And so you'll notice I'm working at a distance. So right there it looks aligned from here, and let me just change the color, that way you can see. Alright, so this looks aligned, right? But if I go with my camera controls and take a look at it, I'll notice that it's not actually aligned, it's actually off. So it's always good practice to use your camera controls while you're building to make sure that things are aligned as they should be. Look around your object. And this concludes this tutorial.